They love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Edwards will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Side by Adams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Huntley. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Huntley to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. This defense for the Pats, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Oh, he bowls over him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw, Huntley. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up. The long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, fourth down upcoming. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On first down, it's Edwards. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 39.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll run on first down. Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. Caught left side. It's Beckham. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on third down, Huntley. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable for Grant. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
To throw is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
His 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On third down, Huntley. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Run past the 30-yard line there. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Jackson in trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half. and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malik Harrison gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. But remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Back to throw. Huntley. Room to run past mid. Oh, he sheds himself free. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there for New England. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well, because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make short tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big, big yardage.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. They go play action here on first down. He hits Adams complete. Gets through and now an opening. And still fighting. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for New England. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On first and 10, Huntley. Now they go screen. It's complete. Open space inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Off play action, Huntley. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Dalton Keene, his second touchdown on the season. And the Pats are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Four yards remain for second down. Now it's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
He's crazy.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Steps away. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Looking to throw. Huntley. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Huntley. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again, Huntley. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block.
Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Huntley. A throw right side caught by Keene. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Huntley. He spots his tight end Keene over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Huntley. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots are going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Here's Huntley. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.